Hello again. Thanks for tuning in. Now, everyone, lots of people go on about the importance of vitamins and antioxidants and how they're so obsessive about taking multivitamin pills. Personally, I don't think they're that important at all. I've tested them. I've tried them plenty of times, and I've tried plenty of different versions and different sort of doses and cycles. I don't think they've made any difference at all to myself. But I reckon something that's far more important is omega-3 fatty acids sourced from fish oil. And that's something that I've definitely physically felt's made a change in my body. One of the obvious changes is that I used to get a mild form of eczema, which is just a mild sort of skin rash. The natural oils of the skin dry out, and like soaps and detergents can irritate the skin. You get a bit of a rash. Once I started taking fish oil, and I was taking initially 3 grams a day, and it virtually cured the eczema. It's just cleared up and disappeared, and I just don't have a problem with it anymore. So having felt that physical benefit from fish oil, it's sold me straight away. Fish oil is also really good for neural development, actually, neural growth. They actually did this study in England on prisoners, where they fed the inmates a diet really high in omega-3 fatty acids, primarily from seafood. And they showed that the higher consumption of these fatty acids corresponded with the drop in the assault rates in the prison compared to the prisoners in other areas of the prison that weren't on the seafood diet. And there's also another study in a European prison too, where they got the same result. The more fish oil and omega-3 fatty acids that was provided to inmates, there was less antisocial behaviour. So it affects the brain in a positive way. They've also found in children that it really benefits their neural growth as well. There's probably many other things about fish oil that we're still yet to discover. It's got a lot of anti-inflammatory properties to it, and people with arthritis, I think they found about 6 grams a day upwards starts to have a benefit for inflammation. So you need to have higher doses of it. I still only do about 3 grams a day. I think for general health and well-being, that's all you really need. Certainly for medicinal purposes, 6 grams upwards provides a real anti-inflammatory effect. And I have also heard some sports people over in Canada, the ice hockey players, some of them can use up to 20 grams a day of fish oil, and they get a lot of benefits. They're obviously doing a lot of physical activity on a daily basis with their professional sport. I don't think normal people like us need to go that high with the dosage, and certainly I don't think those sportsmen would maintain that level of dosage all year round consistently. It's probably more in their peak periods when they're more susceptible to injury that they would go that high with it. But I think for us, fish oil is something that you should be taking every single day, and I'd put it on a higher priority than vitamins, minerals, or even antioxidants. While we're on the subject of brain health, other foods that are really good for your brain are blueberries, nuts, green tea, and apparently turmeric. Really good for your brain. Obviously, you should avoid cigarettes, drugs, and alcohol, and they reckon too much TV is not too good for your brain either. I think it's good to have a focus on neural health. I mean, so much of our time we spend thinking, in terms of physical health, we think about our body. Basically from the neck down is what we just obsess about, but we forget about our brain, and really that's the most important part of our whole body, isn't it? Our brain is what makes us us. So you need to train your brain, you need to exercise your brain, and the best way to do it is to read widely. Puzzles, if you're into them. I don't really like puzzles, but they're really, really good for enhancing your neural connections. Also, just taking up new hobbies, having to learn new things. My greatest preference is reading, and it's through reading that I learn new information about whether it's about health and fitness or other hobbies. The other thing too is just socializing. Human interaction is just amazingly healthy for your brain. It's sort of obvious when you think about it, but it's so true. De-stressing with exercise, meditation, just being around a positive environment, it all contributes to your brain health. So the key to long-term brain health is the same as any other exercise. Use it or lose it. You know, it's a myth that we're born with a certain number of brain cells and do not generate new ones over our lifespan. Even though our brain cells die with age, the remaining cells can take over the functions, and recent research also suggests that we do grow new brain cells. Our brains love learning. It stimulates the cells, and it allows further development to occur within your brain. So the secret to brain health is to keep learning how to do new things, along with eating a healthy diet, exercising, and just living and enjoying life.